Okay. Hello, mortals. I am the Booktube Goddess, the #1 drag queen booktuber on YouTube, and this is a Get Ready With Me where I put on makeup to film videos later today. So, am I late? I'm just a few minutes late. We have Lynette, we have Lori, and I am so happy both of you are here to witness whatever is going to happen today. So. My cat's meowing to go into the backyard. Aw. We have to take care of our cats. Okay, so I was thinking today, because I put this on, to do a pink and a blue. And I don't know what it is about blue eyeshadow anyway. It seems to be the easiest one to blend. So we'll see how it goes. Woo, Wilma's here. Yay. Wilma, I was just watching your Drag Race UK video. I didn't finish it because I had to go online. But it was interesting show. And I can't decide if I like the Drag Race World or UK or whatever it's called, UK versus the world, or the normal season more. I think I like the world more, but I'm not sure if it's just because I'm not familiar with the new queens in the that I'm more familiar with the new queens, the old queens in the world show rather than still trying to catch up and get used to the new ones in the regular show. Okay. It's Wilma, yay! So I'm doing sort of the Elena Glam method, where she starts with putting down the black and then going to the colors. And so like I said, we're going to try to do blue first, because I'm thinking of blue out here and then pink over here. So doing a blue and pink combo. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll do black, blue, pink, or just fade it out blue this way and then pink this way. Ooh, I just went way down. Just have to match it over here. I mean, is it just me, or is blue the easiest one to blend? Can't decide. I guess I should go higher with the blue. So I hope everyone is doing well today. By the way, if you want to see, besides Wilma, another funny drag duo on YouTube, I really love the Novimpia channel. Okay, so now I'm going to try to, well, let's see. Wonder from Make Me Up Missa. I don't know Make Me Up Missa. Hey, Kayla. Glad you are joining us. Okay, so let's go to the light blue. Yes, I'm still using this Jeffree Star. This thing is like 2 years old, but I don't have the funds to really get a bunch of new palettes. But like I said, I am monetized, so I think it's been about 2 weeks, and I think I've earned about $10. I probably shouldn't be monetized because it was just that freak accident where my Critical Role videos seem to be doing well. Oh, and if you're a Critical Role watcher, this week's episode was amazing. See, it's easier to blend blue. I don't understand what it is about blue. And then I was going to try to marry it with pink. So let's see what happens. Miso is a spectacular Scottish lassie who does the most amazing. Okay, I'm going to check her out, definitely. I actually like Lawrence Chaney, who doesn't do enough videos. $10 closer to a new wig. How long did you want to start a YouTube channel before making one? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, because I'm just one of those people where I start watching anything I watch, I kind of want to do. And I've been out in drag for a long time. I'm not like a professional drag queen, obviously, but the more I started watching makeup videos and whatnot, it's like, oh, I need to, I want to do that. So I don't know, maybe the thought was off and on for like a year. Oh, you can tip me. Oh my God. Thank you, Wilma. Oh my God. You are my first tipper. I didn't even know you could do it. I don't understand how this monetization thing goes, but I guess that's a perk. But thank you. Yes, I need money for my wig fund. So, yeah, please don't feel as though you need to make a donation to my wig fund, but of course it is appreciated. Okay, we're going to do pink. It's going to look okay. Think about doing pink. Just so it's not like all one color like I usually do. think I need a darker pink. Yeah, it's funny. I was wondering why you were highlighted, Wilma, her chat. The Canadian dollars. Oh, Lynette, you were so kind. Thank you. I'm like embarrassed now that less generous. I don't know anything about exchange rates. Now I feel like I have to do a good job on my makeup. Okay, so that's, yeah, you can barely see it on camera. But I do have this other palette, the Pinky Rose. I think it's one of like the first palette I had, but this has a really darker pink. So I'm going to go in with that next. Okay. I feel like I need something to transition these two colors. Okay. So Pinky Rose. That hot pink. It has this tiny mirror. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, look at the difference. Pinky Rose, I believe, is a Latina-owned and run makeup company. So what do you think? Maybe some purple here to transition. Oh, I finished the Jade Legacy trilogy. I want to think about doing a review on it, probably next week. I'm just kind of absorbing it right now. little. This is the only, there's only one other YouTuber live stream I occasionally make donations to. I won't say who because he's rather controversial, not a booktuber. He got us curious now. Oh, he fosters cats, good reason. I haven't been watching the Olympics, but my husband has because he keeps telling me about the figure skaters, which is fun to watch, by the way. I know, I keep forgetting too. Jackie, my sister. Oh, Jackie, stop it. Stop it. Thank you, though. I used to watch the Little Bits, but not the last couple of times. Yeah, so it's, I'm going to switch to black to put a little black in. The one winter sport that is hilarious is the curling. I don't even get how that sport started. Wilma, you might know because you're Canadian, and that seems like something that's cold climate related. Black is just to a little definition. See the difference. But this one eye is just so saggy. One thing my husband was mentioning watching Drag Race, the UK world version, is that Jimbo looks a lot different. Because apparently he's had like Botox or whatever, fillers. Oh, speaking of the Jade Legacy, I think that's a really interesting book insofar that I think it's kind of a metaphor for cultural appropriation if jade is kind of considered the symbol of culture. And if you don't know, jade is, in this world, is sort of a magical ore that's only produced by this one Asian continent that's, or island that's very small, and they're surrounded by larger powers. And obviously, it's a metaphor for the Soviet Union and the United States during the Cold War, because there's a lot of parallels between the two. But what's interesting is it's from the perspective of this tiny little nation, among other tiny little nations, where these two superpowers are vying to control. But yeah, I think it's something that would be for anyone doing like a history class on the late 20th century, the Cold War specifically, to learn something from, because it's from the perspective of one of those nations where the Americans and the Soviets were battling to control, like Korea or Vietnam or something like that. And what happens to the cultures there. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. I was just very fascinated by it. Curling started with large amounts of alcohol, no doubt. The brooms that make it funny. The crust. I don't think I've ever watched the Olympics, winter or otherwise. All winter sports started with alcohol. The best race ever in the Winter Olympics is the Steve Bradbury won the speed skating because every other contestant fell over. I only watch fencing because, your daughter and son-in-law are fencers. That's interesting. Doing a Bradbury. Hey, Fit, thank you for joining us. Yay. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm cutting my crease. I really should do that thing of cleaning up with micellar water before you cut the crease, but I'm just too lazy for that. But I am sure that does help with not getting as crusty as I usually get, which thankfully you can't really tell in videos. But at least I hope not. So I'm going to try to not do those. Well, maybe I won't say. I was gonna say I may not try to do as big of a wing liner that I normally do, but we'll see. In other words, just letting the eye makeup speak for itself. But the best laid plans. Word to Pete, it never looks even, but it doesn't look that bad on camera. Because I remember last week my nose line was like way off. and it was really annoying me. But when I went to edit the videos, you couldn't really tell. Sorry for not talking. And of course, I just messed up, if you can see this. Whew. Oh, Fit, thank you. Thank you so much. I swear it will all go to a wig. Oh, I think you mentioned that before. The erotic stories for Punjabi widows. That sounds crazy. I don't think it'll be a Pippi Longstocking wig. Thank you very much. What is everyone reading? Oh, hey, Jackie. I just started whatever I got for Shelve It or Shove It. The Princess, something Princess. It's the Asian-inspired fantasy based on Chinese mythology by a debut author. I love you too. Okay, so I guess we're going to set this. So this is this. I'm not very far into it though, so I can't really. Comment too much on it. But it is written like a fairy tale. That much I got right. Okay, should I do the glitter now? I just assumed I was going to do glitter with this look today. I have some blue glitter. Oh, wait a sec. This is silver. So maybe I'll do blue transitioning to... Ooh, what is this? Oh, I don't know if I trust this one to work on... Yeah, I could use this. I was going to say this might be too green for green screen, but I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to use this glitter. And then transition to silver. Oh, I can't wait to move. We bought a house, and the goal is to move, I think, at the end of the next month. But I'll have a much larger space to do videos, which is kind of silly. I'm such a small booktuber, putting all this effort to have lots of space for a studio. But I'm just so tired. You wouldn't believe how tight it is on the areas that I have to film. I mean, basically, I can't even move. Okay, so I'm going to do blue. Oh, I should have gotten that. And then maybe I'll even be a little bit organized. I'll transition to silver. Oh. It always crosses my mind to do a colored makeup, colorful makeup, I should say, like Juno Birch does, where she paints her whole face blue, which I've done for Halloween. And I think I tried to do once a couple years ago for, oh, actually I did something colorful for the Christmas videos. The one thing, if you didn't know, is glitter gets everywhere. After I do one of these glitter looks, I find glitter all over the place. For the next week. Ooh, I missed a lot of conversation. Jackie is reading nursing textbooks. Good for you. Oh, that's Gene Wolfe. Gene Wolfe is such a great writer. He really is good. Decided to read Piranesi at the same time. Wow, that's pretty heavy. Shadow the Torturer and Piranesi. Oh, and some kinesiology research articles. That's right, because fit is actually fit. You own a gym, right? Is that right? Listen to Day I Fell. Oh, I like that title. Day I Fell into a Fairy Tale. Children's book by British actor Ben Miller. Have not heard of it. Love the title. Finished the 6 books and am rating it for the Booktube prize. I should look that up. 300 judges. Wow. Oh, thank you, Lori. Nobody true. Oh, James Herbert. The guy can have an out-of-body experience, but he gets murdered while out of body. Yeah, James Herbert is, of course, the horror writer. Yeah, it does sound interesting. The murder is solved at the... Also, it's like a horror mystery. Yeah, the British Stephen King. Yep, personal body training. I wish you were in Vegas because I need help. I guess I told you, what, 6 months ago when I started jogging in, let me brush off this fake. When I started jogging in Vegas, I don't know what happened, but I really screwed up my hip. And I haven't been doing any sort of exercise since. And I feel glitter in my eyelashes, so I'm just going to brush that out. Okay. So, I think we're going to change to... I've been considering going back to painting my whole eyelid black like I used to, but I think it is true that not doing that does sort of open up the eyes. But on the other hand, um, you do have a lot more space to put on your eyelashes. Okay, so like a small wing like this. Of course, this one went up high. This one's down below. Okay, so I'm going to go into the gel liner, which I really need to get more of. That's the other thing about makeup, it just runs out. How dare it? How dare it run out? So you're always having to resupply little stuff, like this gel liner is practically gone. I think I might actually film Shelve It or Shove It for next month today, just to have it out of the way, just in case something happens that I will at least have have that in the can. Oh, for the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to do those Omegle reactions, and it just has not been working out. The first week, I screwed up the sound, and last week, I just I wasn't getting enough people to really make a video out of. And then a weird thing happened. Some girls, apparently someone put me on TikTok, which didn't help my TikTok channel at all. But I guess they were like, oh, some drag queens on Omegle. And then I got one of the girls that I was talking to suddenly was like, oh, I've been looking for you. I was like, what? But it's another one of those cases where I have no idea how old these people are on Omegle. Because obviously everyone looked super young to me, but these girls were obviously teenagers. I mean, over 13. But then one of them asked me how should she come out to her mother, and I'm like, eee. That is such a personal decision that it's hard to get advice to, especially to someone you know nothing about. And especially in my case, when I came out in college in the 80s during the height of the AIDS epidemic. And I was pretty much disowned by my family. And I know Dan Savage, who is that sex advice guru, often says if you're underage or if you're living at your parents', dependent on your parents, and you don't think that they would react favorably not to come out until you're on your own because of the possibility of being homeless. Which probably was more common when I was coming out than, and Dan Savage was, I think he's around my age, experiencing. Okay, so I think the eyes are done. And I think I'm fairly happy with them. So let's catch up. Oh, Death in I don't even know that. I don't know that show. Death in Paradise. Curious about the new Jurassic Park movie. I've never been a huge fan of Jurassic Park. I mean, I think I've seen them all, but I know some people just love that movie. Cabot Cove of the Caribbean. Don't know. Run away from velociraptors. I don't know how anyone at all was left alive in Cabot Cove. Yeah, they're all fun movies to watch. They're nice adventure movies. The others were sure to follow. One of my friends came out to her family. Her mother took it very well, but her brother and sister didn't. That's interesting. Yeah, so much is different now depending on how old you are or how old your parents are. And of course, what type of community you come from. It's going to be a lot different if you're from a really religious, conservative family, which I was, by the way, as opposed to more liberal. But it's hard for a lot of people to accept. I mean, even Cher, the most progressive, one of the most progressive celebrities out there, had trouble with Chaz Bono coming out as trans. But eventually came around, as most people do. Even my parents did. Took 20 years, but... Okay, so I'm going to just do Flash Palette Brown Lip Liner. God, lips. I know I've said it before, lips should be the easiest part, or seems like it should be the easiest part. But when you overdraw your lips, like you can tell how far away the line is from my normal lips. And you don't have good artistic abilities. Oh, shit. That's why I say really good makeup artists are actually good artists. I may redo these lips later. Of course, I think I'm using the absolutely wrong brush for this, but c'est la vie. Oh man, these lips are really big. And if you watch RuPaul, one of the drag queens on the show, Ru, suggested she make bigger lips because her lips are so tiny. Oh, I don't know about these lips, guys. Let me see. Okay, here's an actual lip brush. Yeah, I don't like them. I wonder if we can wipe it off now. I don't have... Is Wilma here? Advice. Because I don't have a makeup wipe. All I have is a dry paper towel. Let's just keep it. We'll just keep it. But for, if you see this look, for my actual videos, I'm probably going to redo this. One of my friends came, oh, right. Her mother started volunteering at the AIDS Council. Nice. Oh, maybe I should look into that, Lori. Thank you. Oh, Murder, She Wrote Jurassic Park. Well, anything that would help. Oh, I heard about Old. I haven't seen it, but it got such terrible reviews. I'm going to try to wipe this off. Um, my foundation, by the way, Krylin paint stick. And a little bit of air spun. And I'm going to put a little bit of lighter powder. I like a lot of M. Night Shyamalan's movies, however you pronounce his name. I liked You Can See Dead People. What's the name of the movie? But that one was good. And I actually liked the one about the water, the pond, where it's like a fairy tale of people living in a hotel. Um, oh, someone liked Old. I have never heard of anyone liking Old. Okay, let's start over. I think my first mistake was that brush was way wrong. So I'm going to have this smaller brush with a harder tip. I'm trying not to go crazy because I don't think big lips look good on me. Yeah, I'll have to look into those lip stencils. I used to do those eyebrow tattoos. And I still have a bunch of them left. The problem is drag lips are different than normal lips. So if these are for, the stencils are for real women, I don't know how it would work. Is this the lip I was using? I think so. No, it's not. Oh well. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this was an exciting, you're ready with me. Oh man, I used too much white. Why are lips so hard for me? Okay, we're going to quit while we're ahead. Well, after these lips dry down, we'll see if I like it or not. I may put glitter on them. I may redo them. I don't know. So hair. I haven't thought about, I have these I think they're called unisex wigs. Oops. And I don't know, I've never worn them with like drag makeup. Oh, I don't know about this. Kind of like Susie Orman, maybe. Oh crap, I didn't do eyelashes. Holy smokes. You guys are probably yelling at me. Yep, Lori, lashes. Yeah, because I think you have to have a, if you're a drag queen, you have to have a certain type of head to do those short wigs. Because for proportion, it's good to have, for me, my head, it's good to have it out here or out here. I wish I had one of those huge wigs, but those are, look at some of the wigs Wilma Fingerdew has. Okay, lashes. He's putting a strip of glue. You have to remember, I'm in the desert. I can't let these dry it too long. I think the lips need to be darker. You know, I've seen some drag queens use eyeshadow for their lips. Maybe I'll try that next week. This crow had been arrested for throwing a phone at some guy. What are we talking about? Russell Crowe? Yeah, just another actor having a temper tantrum. One of my friends decided to divorce his wife because she loved a Crow movie. No way! That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Oh, I think I might have put them on backwards. Maybe not. Maybe it doesn't matter. I thought my left and right were reversed. I mean, they might be, but does it matter? I'm looking for my white to brighten up underneath. Okay. Just trying to sharpen up the lines. Okay. Once again, I don't know. A lot of people like neutral lips, and I think I prefer darker lips. I just can't stop futzing. Okay. We're going to stop while we're ahead. If this is actually, I feel like it needs more blue. Okay, so we're done. Wigs. So I don't think I'm going to do the, let's just go to Old Faithful. Good Old Faithful. I pretty much only wear this on Shelve It or Shut It. How long has it been? Okay, it's only been an hour and a half. It just feels like it's been a lot longer because I've been futzing around. I really should get makeup wipes, not so much for taking off makeup from my face, because that's a whole nother deal, but just to clean up stuff. Was it just me, or did this feel like a long time to... Okay, so where are we? Where are we? I know one of my relationships was doomed when the guy didn't like Bonnie Python and the Holy Grail. Oh, Britta! Britta's here. Hey, Britta. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you. So, yeah, this is the pink and blue. And Britta, you probably missed it. I just had another ordeal with my lips. This is the second. Oh, the time passed quickly. Okay, so as usual, it was just in my head. Okay, guys, I'm going to go film some videos. I may try the Omegle again. I'm going to continue with Critical Role. Next week is the conclusion of the animated series. So after that, I won't be doing 2 recaps a week on Critical Role. They'll just go back to being one. And if you're into Critical Role, Lori, I think you are. Last episode was fantastic. This week's episode that aired on Thursday. So check that one out. Okay. Thank you again for coming. We shall be back next week. And hopefully I won't be traumatized by putting on lips next week. And I hope everyone has a wonderful time until then. And I hope to see you again. And once again, thank you for coming. And as usual, may all the books you read be blessed.